Well, so one is focusing on threat intelligence and building out that threat hunting capability, which we did last year, and so expanding that and maturing it. But
Mhm.
going back to the human risk element that Doppel can focus on is actually changing a little bit of our culture.
Mhm.
With in the military, it's halt who goes there. A private is fully empowered and backed to tell a one-star general, you are not getting in this building because you do not have the right credentials. And if you keep trying, you might take a round in the leg, right? Like, and in the military, that is very normal and accepted. If you are in the wrong place and your badge isn't showing, you're going to get somewhat harassed to prove and re-authenticate.
Mhm.
It's a very zero trust in a zero trust culture, but it's not taboo, and so what we've taken is our cyber what was cyber awareness, and now we're actually rebranding them to be cyber operations readiness, to where we're not just focused on testing with phishing campaigns our employee base. We're going to do that, but we're going to expand that with vendors like Doppel into testing our help desk using those AI deepfakes, and expanding how that education and that testing works to really change that culture and that mindset. But in addition to that, readiness is not just with our clients or our employees, but it's also our team. And so you can focus on training. And a lot of people always focus on like the SOC analyst, make sure they have the next cert and they're up to speed on the next tool. But what about our engineers?
Mhm.
Have they been trained? Are they ready to meet the moment of the next fight? And so really empowering them to be more of a readiness, which we have in the military. You always have, like it's talked about, that supply chain at your back. Well, we now have a fully functioning, almost like like a typical PMO office, like a project management office. But again, they are cyber focused and on the readiness to make sure that everyone in the front lines and that entire supply chain is ready to meet the moment. In addition to training our employee base. So I think that's what the next level of maturity is going to be, really, really rebranding and refocus. A lot of traditional shops that have been basically just in, doing the same thing over and over again. Like, all right, every quarter we do a phishing campaign. Here's the results. Okay, that's great, but we need to grow because that's what our threat actors are doing. The
Mhm.
bad guys, they're using the latest technology, and they're always getting better. And we cannot become complacent. And we have to keep up with the pace of our adversaries.
Well said, well spoken. Jordan, what's on GuidePoint's roadmap for the rest of 2026? Sorry, Craig, calling you.
That's all good.
Craig, talk to me.
Uh,
What's on GuidePoint's roadmap for 2026?
yeah, I think given the audience, just excited to have this partnership with HIMS. You'll see Jordan and I doing these more monthly basis, and we're going to be bringing more real world problems that everyone's facing, especially in the healthcare system space, and it'll be good conversation. So I just look forward to continuing to join you, Mike, on the Buzz Studio. Appreciate you having us.